Hello, I'm Josh Banks from Earth. Today I'm joined by international non-binary icon Arthur Britney Joestar. Earth helped you when you were young, didn't they? Could you tell us how, please?
Yeah, thank you very much. My story with Air is very long. It came from many years ago. I came to the UK in 2017 and I met Air around 2018. So Air started to be involved with Many Hands One Heart, which is the local LGBT supporting network for asylum seekers and refugees. LGBT asylum seekers and refugees, better say. So they wanted to do a fundraising for us. So that's the way I met Airbox and all that this charity came. And as I said, the relationship was very low from the beginning. I was a very isolated person because of the hostile environment of the home office doesn't allow you to actually have a life. You are not allowed to work, you are not allowed to have a job, so you are basically only expected to wait until you have a resolution or something like that. So Airbooks gave me a place to have a purpose with volunteer and environmental activism, and that meant a lot to me because a pass through the asylum process is a very difficult thing. It breaks you, it takes away all your humanity, so you need to do things to keep yourself off. And one of the things I did to keep myself off and feel purpose, it was to do activism and to do volunteer with animals. So all the job I did across around 2.5 years with animals, doing media production, doing activism, doing performances, helped me to feel meaningful, helped me to feel like I have a purpose, and also introduced me to the community, because something as a foreign person, someone I came from the other side of the world, it's difficult to get introduced to the British people, but I met lovely people on airports that made me feel at home, made me feel like I was with kind people, I was not a foreign at all. So that was very meaningful by me at that time.
Lovely. That's such a lovely story, and thank you for sharing. So, what forms of environmental activism do you do, and how can other young people follow in your amazing footsteps?
Well, by the time I know our is now bigger, and I'm very proud of that our is going bigger, and I feel like in some way they jump within back in time, it helps to what is our right now. And back in time, the stuff we did, it was first of all, I collaborated in some environmental films. We did some workshops to introduce people to permaculture, to introduce people to be more closer to nature. And it was very lovely because there were many things I didn't know, because I came from a third world country, and many things that we don't know, because it's like we don't live in a very industrialized country, so we are very in contact with nature. But coming to face the other reality here, like sometimes nature suffer here for all the industrializing process. It shows the other face of the coin, because I always been a person very close to the air, very close to nature. And I feel like that's something I was very scared when I came here to the UK to Lost. Unfortunately, Airbus shared that same value with me. And I remember we got many workshops with a lot of people that they didn't know anything about the green culture, if you can call it. And sharing that with people, it was very cool. Also performing and lifting up people, making them have a good time and forget their problems, it was so nice. And I usually, as I said at the beginning, I collaborate in environmental field, but I also did the media resources for Airfood, for their projects, their workshops, and their activities. And that's another way of campaigning because people that couldn't attend to the workshop, they got an idea of what was going on.
Yeah. So spreading that message
Exactly.
using social media.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you found a safe space at Muse. How do you think your gender identity and the environment relate to each other?
I think it's a very complex question in the sense like I didn't question my gender identity until recently, and it was for me the other way around. It wasn't me first questioning and then changing. It was me first changing and then okay, I'm changing. So what I am or who I am. So it was quite interesting in that sense because everyone's always gave me that space to be who I wanted to be a queer person. I remember Paula all the time. She used to say, "You are just who you are. We don't worry questioning that." Not in the sense like it wasn't important, in the sense like they want to make me feel comfortable. And the first thing I did it was like leaving my hair long. But for some people that wouldn't mean anything, but for me it was like a sign of rebellion, against the situation like I was living back in El Salvador. And I think it's very important that we understand that our identities, not only gender identities or ourselves, belong to the nature. It's a natural process to try to find who we are. It's human nature to try to seek answers about ourselves, about the world, about everything. And in that sense, it's the society, it's the prejudice around, and all that stuff that is against nature that limit ourselves. So in that sense, if I wasn't on the position I was, that had this safe space to feel who I really was, I could never start to explore my gender identity. I remember the first time I wore makeup, it was horrible. It was honestly horrible. And Pablo said, "No, but you look good," and I felt awful. And I felt awful but awful not in the way like I look bad. Awful in the way, it's the first time I was wearing makeup. I didn't feel comfortable at all.
Yeah, it feels a bit strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was the strange feeling of wearing makeup, but those tiny steps of people making me feel comfortable with those changes, it's something very nice to have, and I'm really grateful with Carlos to give me that.
What words of advice do you have for newly queer people and new people to the environmental movement? Like, what wisdom can you pass on?
That's two questions actually. That's two questions, yeah, because we need to separate advice for queer people and for people that are getting into environmental things. So I'll answer the second one first.
Okay.
Because it's a little bit easier for me. I guess it's important to understand for people that we live in a capitalist system, and some things that we have for granted that we do on a daily basis actually affects the planet a lot. So I guess for people that are introducing themselves sometimes to this movement, it's like you wanna feel awful sometimes and guilty for the stuff you do. But remember, the society doesn't educate you to be kind with nature. The society educates you to take the best of it. If that means destroy it, just do it.
Yeah.
So the advice for people that come into the environmental thing is like, have that open mind that it's not your fault. Because some people get pushed away for that because they don't want to feel guilty for what they've been doing. same time, it's part of the process to feel uncomfortable. You know, it's part of the process to questioning your own ideas, questioning what you've been doing. So that's the first advice I would give. And to young queer people, I know it's scary. I know it's scary. It's a scary world, scary society. It could be a scary school, a scary college, a scary university, wherever you are. But remember that you are the most important thing. Because at the end of your life, not at the end of the day, because days pass all the time, but at the end of your life, you will figure out you did the best for you. So be brave, but at the same time remember, you can do one thing at a time, one baby step at a time. I didn't change at all at the same time. I didn't become the person I am at the same time. I started to change tiny things. I first left my hair grow, then I started just to wear lippy. Then I asked a friend to did my makeup to feel how it feels, and I hate it because I didn't feel that was me, and this is really important. Don't do the things because you want to make other people happy. Do the things because you want to do it and feel comfortable. And I put this example because I have this friend that she studied hairdressing, styling, and everything. So she's very skilled at that. And I asked her one day if she did my hair and my makeup because I had to go to a party. And she did it, and it looked great. But that's not what I wanted, because I felt like, I'm not sure if this is correct to say, but like a woman, let's say. You know, she did the contouring and all the stuff that I cannot even remember to make the shape of my face more feminine. And it looked good, but it's not what I wanted. Then when I bought the first time makeup on myself, I just wanted to put like splash of color in my face. I didn't want it to look like a man or female. I just wanted to bring color to my face. And that's why my identity is in that sense with makeup and everything. It's not about to look like, it's more about represent who I am. So in the same time, if you want to do makeup, if you want to dress different, do it for you. Don't do it to please other people. And if you don't feel comfortable with something, don't worry about it. The thing is, try, test it, and seek it for yourself.
Those are such good words of advice. You really are an international icon. Thank you, Brittany, for sharing your story with me so great.
Yeah, very happy for all the opportunities I have here at Airbooks and happy to carry on collaborating.
Thank you. And thank you for watching this video. Brittany's story will be in our new edit of our magazine, Voices, which you can find at the link in our bio.